How are the preparations coming along?
Exceedingly smoothly. With Lord Lucian taking on the role of satrap, I'm able to concentrate fully on my duties as military strategist.
He seems to be doing well. I'm glad we appointed him too.
And luckily for us, he's harder working than you are.
Me? What about you? Foisting half your tasks off on that poor old fellow.
Would you like to say that again? You should watch your tongue, you damn cinder and cur!
I'll say it as many times as needed. You will obey the orders Lord Narcissus has given you.
I've read through his orders. There must be a mistake. He can't mean for us to act as reserves to Lord Daryun's company.
Why is that a problem?
How can we distinguish ourselves if we're relegated to the rear? Now where is Lord Narcissus? I should be speaking with him, not you!
Come now, let's cool our heads.
I backed down the other day out of respect for Lord Keysward. But I won't let this foreigner continue to disrespect me!
It's only getting worse. We must do something soon.
Surely there's no need for violence. The day is fair. Why not take a moment to bask in the sunshine and enjoy a song?
The matters we have to discuss don't concern you, musician. Be on your way.
You will have to pardon me. I had forgotten that you hail from Oxus, you see, and thus aren't likely to appreciate more sophisticated music.
Why, you little...
Lord Zaravant! I decided on our formation after considering the unique qualities of each company. It is by no means an indictment of your soldiers' abilities. That said, I do not wish to offer even unintentional offense. Perhaps you could allow me time to consider the matter further.
Yes, certainly. That is, if you would be kind enough to do so, Lord Narcissus.
Will that suit you as well, Jaswant?
I can think of no objections.
Let us leave him to it then.
By the gods. First the Cinder and Dog, and now that traveling musician. His Highness should be more careful of the sort of person he surrounds himself with.
That's not for us to say.
This is a problem. Such infighting is bad for morale, especially on the eve of a march.
The more people gathered in one place, the more issues will arise. And I cannot entirely blame Lord Zaravant for his reluctance to accept us. Consider it from his point of view. The Prince's closest advisors are a mismatched group of questionable people. Yes, including me.
Even so, we can hardly leave matters as they stand.
True. We shall have to play one more gambit before we depart.
Cross these mountains, and I'll be at Peshawar Fortress.
We can't let you continue any further.
Thought he'd send someone. Can't well have Prince Arslan finding out what your little crew is up to, right? Prince Hilmace did send you.
We're here to dispose of a traitor. Such duties are beneath His Highness's notice.
Ah, then I suppose it was Zandé. Sorry for this song. You can choose your loyalties, but you can't choose mine.
You were the one who shot and killed my elder brother?
Yes. And what of it? I've heard the stories about you. Abandoned as a babe on a snow-covered mountain. Doomed until Shapur rescued you. And for that, they call you Faral Kudin. That means one who was raised by wolves, yes?
We're discussing my brother right now, not me!
Do you know how badly your brother was suffering? My arrow was what freed him. You've no cause to be angry with me.
Master Keef, just let
By
it lie.
rights, in fact, you really ought to be thanking me.
I'll kill you! He's no better than a murderer! You can't lose to a musician, sir! Get up!
Hey, he's fine! Give that outsider a punch from me as well!
See, that's another thing you've got wrong. From where I stand, you people are the outsiders. I've been by His Highness's side ever since he left Ekbatana. I protected him throughout his journey here. Unlike you and your men, who came like sheep to join his flock.
That's all I'm gonna listen to from
Maybe
you!
you'll show some respect once I cut out that lying tongue!
Don't Don't you understand? The Lusitanians were the ones torturing Shapur. You should blame them for his death instead of me.
Oh, they will pay, but you're here now!
Sheath your swords, both of you! You are in the presence of Crown Prince Arslan!
What is the meaning of this? Give, Lord Istvan.
Your Highness, it was nothing but a small difference of opinion.
I saw everything, Give. This was avoidable. You were clearly provoking Lord Istvan to no purpose.
Indeed. And what do you plan to do about it?
I have been troubled by your irresponsible conduct from the beginning. You presumed upon His Highness's kind nature long enough.
Listen to you. It's always His Highness this, His Highness that. Have you no identity of your own, Daryun? I hate to say this to you, but really, it's sad.
That's enough, both of you!
Highness.
I'm done. You've been given enough chances, Give. I hereby banish you.
As good a time as any. My thanks for your hospitality until now, Your Highness, but court life doesn't suit me anyway.
Now, Master Give, let's not be rash. Surely if you apologize...
Your Highness, I wish you well. I shall pray for your good fortune in battle.
Wait! Master Give!
Narcissus, did that truly need to be done? You're certain?
I apologize. It was a most unpleasant role we asked you to play.
Never mind me. My thoughts right now are with Give. He's the one who's been wronged.
Unnecessary charade. Punishing him will gratify the lords, and should allay their dissatisfaction for a time.
Give understood what we asked of him, Highness. Don't be troubled.
Perhaps if I spoke to him...
He has already departed. On a mission. I tasked him with finding a certain someone.
Finding who?
Someone we may eventually have need of. If you'll forgive me, I will say no more for the moment.
I understand. Though I do wish I'd had the chance to bid him farewell.
I think the kingdom you build, when you sit the throne, will be one I shall be proud to be a part of.
And so it shall be, Give. Now we march! We will strike down the enemy! We will reclaim the royal capital! To war!
I see. Arslan has taken action. I was expecting as much. Who leads the effort to muster our own troops?
Generals Baldwin and Montferrat, sir. Our troops were scattered throughout Pars, but all are now making their way back to Ecbatana to form a unified army once again. All except
for Silver Mask. Is that right?
I'm sorry, Highness. The messenger we sent to Zabul Fortress hasn't returned.
Fine. Don't worry over much. He'll return here eventually. If for no other reason than to take Arslan's head. Let him make his plans. As long as he remains useful, I will be happy to use him. And when I no longer need him, we'll see who has the last laugh.
This is our initial destination. Here, the Keep of Saint Emmanuel.
Saint Emmanuel?
Yes. It is the name of an historical Lusitanian figure. The fortress had long been abandoned. In fact, it was all but forgotten until they came to occupy it.
I don't care for the look of this terrain.
Nor I, but given its location right on the Continental Highway, we cannot move forward without taking it. As for the man guarding the keep, his name is Lord Barcassione. He was the chief royal librarian in Lusitania.
The chief librarian? He is not a military man?
A weakness we can likely use to our advantage.
Good. First, we take back the Keep of Saint Emmanuel. It will be a foothold on our way to Ecbatana.
Yes, sir!
Excuse me, Lord Narcissus?
Huh?
If we are making our way to the keep from here, we will be passing near this castle as well, won't we?
Chasum Fortress it's called? Curious, I don't believe I've heard of it.
It is another structure the Lusitanians have recently made into a fortified base. They likely mean to keep an eye on our activity by controlling a key point along the highway.
Yes. Their strategist, Prince Giscard, is no slouch as a tactician, it would
Lord
seem.
Narcissus, I beg you grant me and my men permission to lay siege to Chasum Fortress.
We'd be glad of the opportunity to prove ourselves an asset to His Highness's cause.
Your offer, while truly noble, will not be necessary.
Lord Narcissus.
Our primary objective at present is the Keep of Saint Emmanuel. And that alone. Strategically speaking, there's no need to take the fortress.
Isfan, Zeravant, Tus, I appreciate your bravery and dedication. But if this battle need not be fought, I'd sooner save our men and resources. Surely you understand.
It shall be as you wish, Your Highness.
Slower, Zeravant! Rein in a little!
If you're worried, you rein in!
Hey! Both of you slow down! You'll outpace the rest of the army! Shut it! So prideful. You're in command here until I get back. Choose 500 men and follow me!
Yes, sir.
What is that up there? Some sort of trap?
They think to stop us with a couple platforms and a makeshift barricade? Be careful. We haven't fully assessed their defenses. We should turn back and report this to His Highness.
Huh! Go ahead!
We charge! No, wait! Give the signal! Yes, sir!
We're cut off!
They're trapped like rats! Slaughter the heathen scum!
Where are they now?
It seems they are completely cut off from the rest of the army. The survivors report that they engaged a Lusitanian force that was waiting along the highway. The enemy sprung a trap that cut off our troops' retreat and forced them into the mountains.
Is there any way we can locate them?
They are almost certainly being pursued by the enemy. And the sun will be setting soon. It won't be easy to find companies on the move in the dark. There's another option. We can give them up for lost and move forward. However, that's not my decision to make.
There is no decision. First call an immediate halt, then prepare a rescue party.
As it happens, I've already sent Alam and Alfarid to scout the area. As soon as they return, I'll see that our men are retrieved.
Do so.
I was too eager for glory. If I die today, I can only blame myself.
Huh? You had no luck finding them?
We saw no sign of them. The cliffs in this area form a maze. We nearly got lost ourselves.
And there won't be a moon tonight either. I don't think there's anything else we can do.
Terrain's advantage goes to the enemy this time. A situation I prefer to avoid.
Is there nothing we can try?
I think I hear something.
Silence! Everyone, stop talking!
Ah, the Jinn, ever capricious. It appears one has seen fit to help us find our lost soldiers.
Oh, good.
What's this? It appears we're surrounded.
I came so far to fight for my prince, and this is how I end? What a useless way to die. I am truly a fool.
Consider it another way. We'll be here keeping the Lusitanians busy, which will allow the main army to progress unscathed.
When you put it that way, I believe our death will have purpose.
More Parsians!
Impossible! They're ours, let's go!
Right! With me! I can't believe we were saved.
Zeravat! Isfan! Tus!
Your Highness!
I am glad to see you three are safe.
With all due respect, we're grateful, but why come for us?
You could easily have chosen to give us up as sacrificial pawns and ridden on ahead unharmed.
True. It would have made for a more relaxing evening.
But we have a momentous task in front of us. We cannot afford to lose you before we've even begun.
Listen to me. I'm sure many lives will need to be sacrificed in the fight to regain our country. That said, when it's over, I want as many of my men standing as possible. Instead of valorous deaths, let us seek honorable lives.
Your Highness.
Your Highness, if you still judge us worthy, we ask permission to swear our loyalty to you anew.
Were you going to leave without saying anything?
It wasn't pretense when I said that court life doesn't suit me. Narcissus has given me a task. I don't plan to return for quite some time.
Understood. I am not here to stop you. I would only deliver a message from His Highness. Will you hear it?
Huh?
He said he is sorry to have made trouble for you to the very end.
What is life? It is a risk, an adventure, a journey. And cannot the same be said of death? Time flies swiftly. A bird with midnight feathers and sharp talons, bringing old age to a man in the space of a single dark wing beat. And with those words, I leave you. Think back on them when the nights are lonely.
I will treasure them. Although if that was a rubai, it was a poor one indeed.
Farewell.